Why does my logo look different everywhere? Maybe it's a little darker, maybe it looks more orange, maybe it just doesn't feel like your brand anymore. If you've ever wondered why that happens, you're not alone. The answer comes down to something most people never think about until they're ordering branded merchandise or going through a rebrand: color formats. Let's break it down. When you're looking at your website or your computer screen, you're seeing colors made with light. That's called RGB, which stands for red, green, and blue. Every color you see on your phone, laptop, or television is created by mixing those three colors of light together. You'll also hear about hex codes. A hex code is simply another way to define those digital colors. For example, your company's blue might be #0057B8. Web designers and developers use hex codes to make sure your brand colors stay consistent online. But here's where things change. When you print something, there isn't any light involved. A printer has to recreate that color using ink. That's where CMYK comes in. It stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Instead of emitting light like a screen, printers layer ink to create color. Because you're working with two completely different methods of producing color, a perfect match isn't always possible. That's why a bright, vibrant color on your monitor can look slightly muted once it's printed. Now let's talk about the one color system every brand should know: Pantone, often called PMS. Think of Pantone as the universal language of color. Instead of saying, make it kind of this shade of red, Pantone assigns an exact number to a specific color. Anyone using that Pantone color, whether they're printing brochures, decorating professional apparel like embroidered polos, or producing signage, has a clear target to match. This becomes especially important if you're building a brand or going through a rebrand. One of the biggest mistakes companies make is only documenting their logo with a PNG file and maybe a hex code. That works fine for a website, but what happens when you need embroidered polos, trade show displays, vehicle graphics, business cards, promotional products, or uniforms? Suddenly, every vendor has to guess how your digital color should translate into thread, ink, vinyl, or paint. Those small differences start to add up. Your logo doesn't look quite the same from one product to the next, and your brand starts to feel inconsistent. A strong brand isn't just about having a great logo. It's about making sure that logo looks consistent everywhere your customers see it. If you're creating a new brand or refreshing an existing one, make sure your brand standards include your RGB, hex, CMYK, and official Pantone colors. It will save time, reduce costly revisions, and help every vendor produce materials that accurately represent your brand. At iCoStore, we work with company branding every day, and we've seen firsthand how having the right files and color standards makes every project run more smoothly.